Hello there! This video is a step-by-step tutorial for Sonimus N-Console. The plugin offers two modules, the channel and the bus module. So basically N-Console is two plugins in one. You can easily switch between the two modules by clicking on the top left icon. It also offers an extensive and very useful mixer section from which all N-Console instances can be controlled. Let's jump right in and try out the console by mixing a song. This is how the track sounded before. And this is how it sounds with the N-Console. You should add an N-Console channel as your first insert of every track in your session and level it by using the fader in the plugin and the view meter. We should level each track to around 0 dB view. It's also okay if the needle touches the red area. This is not generating digital clipping, instead it introduces some pleasant harmonic distortion. We can activate the push control to get more warmth. We can open the extra settings panel where we have even more setting options. Trimmer's drive automatically reduces the output as you increase the gain, meaning the fader knob becomes a drive control. Meter pre places the meter ring before the saturation. Filters pre places the high pass and low pass filter before the saturation. We can also adjust the mix. And with the out control we can adjust the output level. The plugin also offers analog-like 6 dB per octave high cut and low cut filters. By clicking the in knob we can bypass the saturation. This has no effect on the gain and VU metering. Clicking on fat leads to a more vintage sound. Let's give it a try on the drum bass. In this case I want to use the bass module, so we have to click on this icon here and click on bass. We also have a view meter here. We can choose a predefined EQ option for the output color. This affects the signal sent to the output saturation algorithm. We can choose between 3 crosstalk modes. Vintage for a more evident effect, modern for a less audible effect, and crosstalk off for a clean, isolated sound. I already added this module to a group, that's why the saturation settings are deactivated here. We can adjust them later in the master fader. We can also calibrate the VU meter by clicking on it. Let's set up the channel module for the lead vocals. Level it to 0 dB VU.
Habt immer was zu sagen, auch wenn keiner was sagt. Ihr lebt in eurer eigenen kleinen
Let's wait for the louder part.
Alles unter eurer Kontrolle. Nehm
You
noch
can
was
clearly
geht
hear
hier
the saturation if you
zurück.
turn it up.
Steter Kampf für einen Tropfen Glück.
So that's too much.
Was ihr sagt, was ihr tut,
Turn it back.
wie ihr fühlt, wie ihr lebt. Das ist nicht mein Weg. Was ihr glaubt, wer ihr seid, was ihr denkt, wo
That
ihr
seems to be good.
steht. Tut mir leid, das ist nicht mein Weg. Was ihr sagt, was ihr tut,
So, let's
wie
add
ihr
some warmth.
fühlt, wie ihr lebt. Das ist nicht mein Weg. Was ihr glaubt, wer ihr seid, was ihr denkt,
Turn
wo
it
ihr
too hot.
steht. Tut mir leid, das ist nicht mein Weg. Sind noch irgendwo Gefühle in euch?
I will set the low cut at around
Schlägt
100 Hz.
irgendwo ein Herz? Seid ihr überhaupt am Leben?
No high cut
Wart ihr
here.
immer schon so leer? Meine Meinung,
Let's
auch
also
wenn
add the
keiner
vocals to a
euch
group.
fragt. Habt
To do
immer
this, we
was
need
zu
to click
sagen,
here
auch wenn keiner
and
was
select the
sagt.
group we want to add
Ihr
it to.
duldet kein Versagen, ihr seht nur euch selbst. Ihr lebt in eurer eigenen kleinen Welt.
The saturation options are now controlled by the master fader.
Eurer Kontrolle. So viel Hass für einen Platz an der Sonne. Alles unter eurer Kontrolle. So viel Hass für einen Platz an der Sonne. Nehm, noch was gebt ihr zurück. Steter Kampf für einen Tropfen Glück.
Introduction. Welcome to the N-Console, a plugin designed to emulate the workflow and sonic character of an analog mixing console. N-Console has its own personality, modeled to print that classic warmth, punch and three-dimensional sound to your projects. Just like its analog counterparts, N-Console provides musical saturation that enhances mid-range clarity while delivering a punchy, sick low end. N-Console brings all the classic features from Sonimus Console emulations with its channel and bus modules, with a newer look and adding some extra ingredients to the mix. The UI makes the plugin easier to operate, especially the groups in the master bus component, creating a more natural workflow to adjust the volumes or saturation from each channel or group. Enjoy using N-Console, and remember, trust your ears and musical taste, they will guarantee the best results. I've inserted N-Console on all the individual tracks and buses of this song, so let's check out the master fader. For this purpose, I inserted the plugin on the mix bus and set it to master grouping. So we have a group for the backing vocals, for the effect vocals, the lead vocals, the instrumental and the drums. Let's take a look at the main menu first. We can change the scale of the plugin from 80% to 150%, and we can use oversampling up to 16 times. I will set it to 2 times here. Let's set up the level of the tracks.
Sind leer, wer ihr wirklich seid, wisst ihr doch selbst nicht mehr.
Let's try out the drive for the lead vocals. This is transforming the fader knob into a drive control for all the members of the group. It automatically compensates the output as you increase the gain. We got some global saturation options here. Let's activate Fat for all groups. Let's change the color of the console. Master loudness. Master bright. Default flat. Let's also switch through the crosstalk modes. At the moment we are at modern, so let's throw out vintage. No crosstalk. We can also bypass the saturation for all modules. That's a big difference in the sound, I like this.
Alles unter eurer Kontrolle. So viel Hass für einen Platz an der Sonne. Nehm, noch was gebt ihr zurück. Steter Kampf für einen Tropfen Glück. Was ihr sagt, was ihr tut, wie ihr fühlt, wie ihr lebt, das ist nicht mein Weg. Was ihr glaubt, wer ihr seid, was ihr denkt, wo ihr steht, tut mir leid, das ist nicht mein Weg. Besser und schlechter, richtig und falsch, was immer ihr sagt, ihr nehmt mir nicht mein Halt. Rein und lästern, eure Worte sind leer, wer ihr wirklich seid, wisst ihr doch selbst nicht mehr. Was ihr sagt, was ihr tut, wie ihr fühlt, wie ihr lebt, das ist nicht mein Weg. Was ihr glaubt, wer ihr seid, was ihr denkt, wo ihr steht, tut mir leid, das ist nicht mein Weg.
Sonimus N-Console is an authentic Neve console emulation. I absolutely love the sound and the workflow of the plugin as well as the design of the interface. N-Console presses live into your productions with the unmistakable Neve sound. Alright, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you liked it, maybe you want to give me a thumbs up or even subscribe to my channel. That would be really nice. So maybe we will see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.